Hi, welcome to Herbie's Reef. Tonight we're going to try to frag that huge purple gonopora we have, and for us this has been an experiment we've been scared to try, but this week we got brave and we fragged the wild colony of Goni right here, and then we also fragged the Aura gonopora over here, and it turned out well. All the pieces are living and the mother colonies look good. So tonight we're tackling this massive purple one, and it's not massive now because we thought about making the video after we got it to close up some, so forgive us for that, but we can maybe we can get a little video of it before that we have left over or something. We'll see. Otherwise, you guys kind of remember what it looked like. So I've got this glued, so I'm going to use, I bought these pry tools. These are what I always use. And I'm going to just try to pry this thing up. I don't know how encrusted it is. I'm probably going to need both hands. The clownfish are extremely upset with me. So I guess we will work on this some and come back to you guys in a little bit. So we were unable to get the big one off. It has actually encrusted to the rock, and I'm afraid I will damage it. So we went ahead and took the amazing one off. So hopefully we will do all right with this. But if you see, this is the old frag plug right here. So I'm just going to cut this one edge off, and I'm going to get a backup colony that way. Then after that, we're going to glue that one edge and put the rest back in there. So we've got it to close up, and then we're going to cut this. I put it in a little iodine first, and now we're going to cut this. Actually a little more than I meant to cut, but it's not the easiest to control once you get started. So we'll let them soak in the iodine. We're going to put the main colony back on one of these big frag plugs so it's easier to get off. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut a few extra pieces. We glued this down right here, and then we're going to glue that back in there, and then I'm going to cut a few pieces so we have a few frags of this. This piece just came off. I'll cut that little piece off. I don't want to waste any of this. Okay. Put these back in here. And then I'm going to put the main one back in the tank. Okay, here we are. We're going to go ahead and glue the frags on. I just put the mother colony on the frag plug, and I'm going to let that dry a bit before I try to glue it inside the tank. So we're going to glue these little pieces on, and we'll put them in the frag tank. And hopefully they will grow as quickly as the rest of the colony has. One of these is super tiny. I don't know if it's going to turn out or not. We found that the bigger you cut these gonopora, obviously the nicer it makes. But I don't know how small you can get away with and still have polyps that will grow and expand. Probably it doesn't matter. That's going to be a nice one. All right, we will let these get settled in the frag tank, and then we will update you with how they look. Okay guys, here is the pieces that we fragged. This is the one that we're going to make into a second mother colony, and we will do most of our cutting from this one. This was the biggest piece, and our main goal was to get a backup colony of this thing anyways. And then you can see the other two haven't opened up as much, but that's one, or the other three, I'm sorry. That's another, and that's another. And what we found is when you frag these Gonis, the bigger, the thicker the piece you get, the faster and they open up and the healthier they are. So this was definitely the biggest piece, and it's obviously healthier. On my others that we fragged, like the Aura one, we had the same deal, but they do eventually start to open up. So we're hopeful that in the next month or so, these guys may come around. I did peel these off, like they were just tiny little slivers. So if they don't make it, I think that's why, but we have high hopes that they will. And we're gonna run to the mother colony and just show you how well it is doing after the fragging. And we'll be back in a minute. Okay, here we are back at the main tank, and this is the mother colony, and you would hardly even know that it was cut, other than now it's got the ugly frag disc on here. But as it grows, you won't even see that thing, and we decided rather than having it encrust to this rock, it'd be better if it encrusted to the frag disc. That way when we want to cut it next time, we can just pry the frag disc up and make the cuts from there. And hopefully we're eventually going to do the same with this big purple Goni, but it's so encrusted. So I ordered that new saw from MaxSpec. It's a hand saw you can use inside your tank. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I really don't have to cut that much. It just needs the edges and it's pretty soft. So I think that should do the trick. So we will, when that comes in, we'll try to do another video, and we'll cut around the edge of that and hopefully get this thing fragged also. So until then, oh, and you guys that are local in the Dallas area, we live east of Dallas in Greenville, so it's a fair drive for y'all, but I do have an awful lot of coral frags and stuff that I've been cutting. So if y'all had some interest in some of those, just hit me up. I've got lots of green slimer, some purple stylo. I have a few, like a Duncan, a few different types of zoas, things like that. I don't have a ton because I just sold a bunch, but if you guys wanted some, my prices are pretty good, so just hit me up. I guess that's it for now. Please like and subscribe. Bye.